digging through the box
Where is that?
to find.
Harvey
Does
mice.
this mean you have too many? Like I have too many mice when you have to like?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure.
I'm certain. What's his name? Rocket Jump Ninja.
He has more than me. Yes.
Yeah, he has like entire caskets. It seems like full of these things. I don't know if caskets.
He also had like I feel like
But dude, he's got.
I don't want to say I have a better. He seems to have a certain date forward and many revisions of the same mouse. I do try to get different mice.
I didn't realize they put the hero sensor in this.
Oh
one.
yeah.
I thought the SE was just like
Nope.
their way of changing up the
Nope.
color, and then they put. Oh, not bad.
This is the G502 SE. I think I did a quick video for you guys on this around the holidays when this came out.
Oh god.
This was the dirt cheap one.
Best feature of the mouse right there. I gotta scroll through as many pages on Reddit as possible. There you go.
And this is the updated Hero one. It's not the redone shape from the wireless though. It's just the.
They redid the shape of the wireless.
Yes, the wireless is a little bit different in every way. Way lighter too. Way lighter.
Why would a wireless mouse be lighter than the corded one? Doesn't this also have magnets? Remember we ran into that at work?
Yes. So if
Where
you
it's
use
like sticking to the bench.
if you
basically?
use the G502
Yeah.
or anything with a magnetic closure on a metal mouse pad
Yeah.
or a metal desk
Or metal showing.
or metal, yep. What happens is this is a powerful enough rare earth magnet in here that it actually significantly increases the friction and weight of the mouse.
Yeah.
Because it's being sucked into.
Now, is that way with the thingy off, or is it that way?
It's that way, period. Because the magnet, I believe, is in the mouse.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you like the G502, in the original shape, this is the Hero.
I want to like this shape so much, but grip, all right? Unless I would have to hold it like this, and it just feels wrong, right? This is how I gotta hold it.
Yeah.
Look at what I'm doing.
You just.
Literally all over the sniper button. Logitech.
It's made for people with smaller hands. I'm sorry, but the G502 is basically made for kids.
Do a 5.0 Squares edition, all right? See, there you go. 5.0 Squares edition. Get rid of the sniper button, man. And I'd probably buy one. But the shape is good. I just can't deal with that sniper, man.
I feel like I always felt like this mouse was a little small for me. I used the crap out of this mouse when it came out, the original G502. I still have mine.
You also were a big user of the G402. I remember that.
I was,
love
yep.
that mouse.
But this was also back before I had switched to mice that had lower weights and only 5 buttons plus a DPI button.
Yeah.
So it was basically once I had my hand on an EC2B, or it would have been EC2A back then? Yes?
EC2A would be, I mean, those are the ones that have the 33 or 10 sensor.
3310, yes.
Yeah.
So back then, but when I switched to the EC2,
right.
essentially,
you didn't have the Evo. You
Nope.
didn't have the EC2B Evo or whatever. Those ones had the 30.
Those were very hard to get in the US.
3090. Yeah. And those actually, I think, were like, if I remember, the coding, something like that was weird. Sorry to get off topic, but they had.
But yeah, so what ended up happening is I eventually went to lighter mice that had less buttons, and the main reason why I'd used like the 502 and other mice like that, like I was a huge proponent of G700. I still have a lot of friends that because of me, they've rebuilt their G700s because you cannot get a G700, and because Logitech had used a nickel metal hydride battery in there, you just pop a new battery in there. You don't have to worry about.
That's also another shape that like I bought.
Yeah.
It's got a weird cutout, like where my thumb would grip, and then I'm like, I have.
That is a shape though that once you get used to it, and if you like it, you're just like,
I couldn't.
I love this mouse. I want to keep using it.
They just need to do the 518.
Yeah, they have that.
Wireless.
I can do that for you. You know what I'm gonna do? Just cut off the wire and give it to you.
My Lord. You can just take the 305 PCB. Just take it out of there. Boom.
So the one thing I will say, guys, is this was cheap. Like we're talking $30, $35 because these were like 50% off for Black Friday, essentially.
I can't believe that that's essentially like the Hero variant of it.
Yes.
I thought it was a 3360.
No. Now the one thing I will say is, and this might not show up in my crappy LG G6 4K video, whatever. But if you see my pictures on Twitter, which is @theprophecist, and then search like G502 SE, like hashtag G502 SE. You'll see pictures of this in person. I think the white being glossy and especially the silver scroll wheel cheapen the way it looks so hard.
Looks more like a toy.
Yep. And I don't know necessarily why they did that. I think they wanted something to stand out.
The scroll wheel, also from like you holding it there, doesn't look like it's. Is that metal?
It is still metal technically, but it's painted.
I was gonna say it definitely looks like cheaper.
And this one is made cheaper because these were made for like the Black Friday holiday season. But that's also why they costed $35.
Half the price basically.
Yeah.
Or like,
So I mean, if you see any of these SEs, Logitech does this every holiday season. Like they had, you gotta be careful though, because you had the 900 whatever. And remember, that's the old sensor in there. So there was a 902 SE. Turns out though, how they made that one so much cheaper is it used the 900 sensor and the smaller battery. So your battery life on it was complete shit compared to the newer ones.
Well, if you use the 33, if you use the original one from the 900, the Chaos Spectrum that they had for it,
yeah.
The 3360 is just more. It's not as energy efficient as like the Hero sensor.
Yep.
So yeah, it's probably the same battery. I can imagine. It's just sadly they slapped a SE on there and it wasn't this.
And I think what they were trying to do is just get rid of old stock that they had kicking around.
Wait till we get to.
But you gotta remember that was still 50% off. So that was still like a $150 mouse.
Yeah. Knocked
down to $100, 50% it off. So it was like a $50 like.
Yeah.
So if you get like just watching the holiday season, which is coming up, Logitech. I don't know if they'll do it this year because of COVID and whatnot. But Logitech gets you some good deals. And I added this to my collection because I did not have a 502 Hero because I saw zero reason to buy it because realistically the 502, as long as your 502 is still in good condition, there is no reason to buy a new one. All right, well, on to the next video. We'll probably have a bunch more Logitech as it seems like that is what Squeers is playing around with here.